We are right in the thick of the summer break, so no better time to have a little bit of fun. Hey, Tim Hauraney.
Yeah, I like fun.
We all know how critical qualifying is for F1 drivers, but Tim, you often say qualifying is a different skill set from racing. So we're going to run a little tournament here. We're going to crown F1's king of qualifying, and here's how it works. So we're going to seed drivers based on their qualifying record against their teammate. Max Verstappen's 14-0 record makes him the top seed. Fernando Alonso is also 14-0, but he's lower in the standings. So that tiebreaker puts him as our 2 seed. George Russell is 13-1 against Kimi Antonelli. He's our 3 seed, each at 11-3. Isaac Hadjar is the 4, while Pierre Gasly is a 5 seed. Then we got Charles Leclerc is 10-4 against Lewis Hamilton, making Leclerc a 6 seed, while Lewis is a 15. Championship leader Oscar Piastri is 8-6 qualifying against Lando Norris. Piastri is a 7, while Norris is a 12 seed. And Alex Albon rounds out the top 8. So the bottom 4 head-to-head qualifiers are Franco Colapinto, Kimi Antonelli, Lance Stroll, and Yuki Tsunoda, all failing to make our 16-driver bracket. So here is the 16-driver bracket, and Tim, it's up to you to crown the king of qualifying. We're going to go number 1, Max Verstappen, versus number 16, Liam Lawson.
I mean, that's Max Verstappen all day.
Of course. Number 2, Fernando Alonso versus number 15, Lewis Hamilton.
Fernando Alonso.
The first bold elimination. We'll get back to that in just a second, Tim. Number 3, George Russell versus number 14, Carlos Sainz.
Russell.
All righty. Number 4, Isaac Hadjar versus 13, Nico Hülkenberg.
Hülkenberg's been really good this year with qualifying. Hülkenberg, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Number 5, Pierre Gasly versus the 12 seed Lando Norris.
Lando Norris, for sure.
6th ranked Charles Leclerc against number 11, Oliver Bearman.
Yeah, again, it's an easy one. Charles Leclerc, for sure.
Okay, this will get harder at some point. Number 7, Oscar Piastri against number 10, Esteban Ocon.
Piastri.
Okay, and finally, number 8, Alex Albon up against number 9, Gabriel Bortoleto.
Oh, that one's tricky. Gabriel Bortoleto.
Okay, so our first round complete, and of course, the standout elimination was Fernando Alonso over Lewis Hamilton. How come?
Figured I was going to get that question. Well, to make it simple, I think when it comes down to it, if you look at how they've both qualified this year, I mean, Alonso's been fantastic, where Lewis has really struggled. And I think at the end of the day, I think Alonso's qualifying tools are a little stronger than what Lewis Hamilton has. I mean, Lewis is a great race car driver. There's no question about it. He's obviously, one of the greatest of all time. But when it comes down to one pure speed lap, that's Fernando Alonso.
Okay, the bracket is down to 8 now. Second round. Let's go number 1, Max Verstappen, or number 9, Gabriel Bortoleto.
Look, I think Bortoleto is going to be a star of the future, but right now Max is just firing on all cylinders, so Verstappen.
Okay, number 2, Fernando Alonso against the championship leader, Oscar Piastri.
Oh, gosh. Fernando Alonso.
All right, first he takes out Lewis Hamilton, now Oscar Piastri. Fernando Alonso advances again, so we're going to dive deeper on that in a moment. Another star showdown. We've got number 3, George Russell, or number 6, Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc.
Okay. Finally, number 13, Nico Hülkenberg, or number 12, Lando Norris.
Definitely going to go with Lando Norris on this one. Hülkenberg's been great in qualifying, but I think Norris just has a bit more of an edge.
Okay, let's dig deeper here on Alonso. He took out Hamilton. He took out Piastri. What is it that Alonso does better in qualifying than the winningest driver of all time and the winningest driver this season?
I think when it comes down to it, Sarah, like when there's a car that's really difficult to drive and that takes you having to really adapt your driving style and to get around a tricky situation, sometimes that happens in qualifying, sometimes it happens in a race, sometimes it happens in practice, sometimes it happens over the whole race weekend. When it comes down to that driver having to make that instinctual adjustment on the fly, for me, that's Fernando Alonso, who is the best at it.
All right, it's Final Four time, and we're going to begin with 1 seed Max Verstappen or number 12 Lando Norris.
That's Max Verstappen all day long.
Okay, and let's see now if Alonso can continue his incredible run, thanks to you, Tim. So we've got number 2 Fernando Alonso or number 6 Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc. I think that Charles just has that bit more performance when it comes down to that one flying lap than Fernando Alonso does.
All right, there we have it. The final, it's all set up now. It's number 1 Max Verstappen versus number 6 Charles Leclerc. Tim, who you got?
I'm going with Charles Leclerc.
Ooh.
And look, that's nothing against like Max Verstappen. Obviously, 4-time F1 world champion. Leclerc, not a world champion yet. But when it comes down to a driver putting a lap together when everything is sort of on the line, I'm going with Charles Leclerc. I think he is the fastest driver on the grid when it comes down to that one just, flying lap around a track. He's had some impressive performances as well this season with an okay car. I mean, his Monaco Grand Prix qualifying for me really stood out with the way that car was, with where he put it on the grid was extremely impressive. And I think also his Hungarian Grand Prix pole winning lap was it was absolutely dynamite. So yeah, I've got to go with Charles Leclerc. Granted, Max has had some impressive qualifying performances like Japan and Silverstone that really stand out. However, I think that Charles Leclerc is the fastest driver on the grid when it comes to that one flying lap.
Okay, so we went from 16 all the way down to crown number 1 Charles Leclerc as the best driver at qualifying in F1.